All right, welcome back to yet another. I added a bazillion suit. No, not actually a bazillion, but we're doing the Amazing Spider-Man 2 edition now, or rather the Amazing Spider-Man Universe edition, if that makes more sense. Because if I say the Amazing Spider-Man 2, it's like from the actual movie or whatever. But hear me out, okay? I absolutely love the Amazing Spider-Man movies. You know, I see a lot of people hating it, and I'm like, well, that's kind of a shame because the movies are really fun. Now, you know, they're Sony-fied them, you know how it is, but they're great. So I wanted to add quite a couple of suits in the style of this. So we're gonna have some from the actual movie, and then we're gonna have some that are, you know, a bit different. So hear me out. Now, the first one that I wanted to actually show off is one of the earlier mods, and this is by TheGloriousPictures, and it is the Amazing Spider-Man 2 symbiote suit. But if you look at the eyes, it's more so in the style of the Insomniac suit, and I actually really like that. So this is more so if the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit was the main suit for Insomniac Spidey, I guess, and he got the symbiote suit. I know it's a bit confusing, okay, but you know, bear with me. Don't leave because there's quite a few awesome suits here. I really like this one because look at the details over here, and then, you know, I think the suit overall looks really damn nice in the back spider as well. It's a retexture, it's not like a suit file or anything, so it does show you the age of this suit, but even for like its age, it's still a really damn nice suit, and I absolutely really just enjoy it. I mean, look at it here in action. It looks great, you know, you've got all the reflections looking nice. It's just a nice suit. I mean, what more can I say, right? So we're gonna go on to the next one now. And the next suit here, actually, I wanted to add is the sort of 6 Spider-Man suit. Ignore his arms, that's just because of the retexture, right, from the previous suit. But the 6 Spidey suit is actually so cool. It's literally from the movie, right? Custom, obviously. Look at how good the lenses are, though. Like, damn, that reflection goes crazy. You know, he's got his little sick beanie. He's got a, like, he's just got a backpack. He's got his, like, scarf. He's just fully kitted up. He's like, yeah, I got a cold, man. It would suck to sneeze in there, though. That would be so gross, man. But again, ignore the arms. It's not meant to be like that. Just imagine it as red, okay? And the same with this, like, torso. It's not meant to be like that. It's just because it uses the same sort of, like, assets. But it is an incredibly, like, cool suit, and I really love it. I love the details on it as well. And, like, even just swinging around, obviously I don't have any swinging mods enabled because the newest update broke it all, so I gotta get back to adding all of it, which I will. But it's just so cool, dude. It's such a fun, like, and then you've got the Amazing Spider-Man 2 bit there, obviously, which is actually an Insomniac reference. So cool, man. Like, it's such an amazing suit, no pun intended. And let's move on to the next one. And as always, everything's going to be linked to the description. Okay, so you know where to find all these mods. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it when we road to 100k. Without further ado, let's continue. Now, I don't know how many of you, or like how you got. Okay, does it want to load? Suit? Hello? What? That is not a suit. Okay, there it is. So this is the Vigilante suit from the very first movie before he even makes any sort of suit on his own, and I think this is my least favorite of the homemade suits. This is ported, I don't know, is this from the mobile game because of the quality, or is it not all fully loaded in? I don't know, but yeah, this is from the first movie, or it might even be from the first game, just not properly rigged or anything. It's just a fun suit. It's the only one of its kind. There's no other ones that I could find. But I don't know, man. I'm not a big fan of the suit. I just wanted to add it because it is from the Amazing Spider-Man universe. And, I mean, it's okay, I guess. But it's like there's nothing really spider about it, you know? I mean, the human spider suit had like a big logo on it. That was a spider, and obviously it was called the human spider. The MC homemade suit, you know, it was in the color scheme of Spider-Man. But this, okay, there we go, the texture's loaded up. But this, dude, this is just, he just got an ugly mask and like shades on. I mean, he just threw it together real quick. But still, you'd think that Peter would sort of have a bit of a better idea. But, you know, it is what it is, man. I'm not going to really hate on it too much. But it is my least favorite homemade suit. Now, the next one actually is just a retexture again of the Amazing suit. But the really cool thing, if you notice, it's actually damaged So it's damaged like in his first fight against the lizard. And I really like that. You know, you can see like the slash there. So if you want to sort of be immersed a bit, and you got the gash there as well. And you know, I think it's a really cool detail, like how you're able to put this on the suit. Because look, you've even got it on the arms here. His arms are like kind of, they got all this weird dust on it, or is it like wearing down of the suit? I'm not too sure. But you know, he's pretty damn injured, and that looks very damn painful. But I'm hoping somebody makes like a more accurate Amazing Spider-Man 1 suit, because they did a pretty damn good job with this one. But I'm sure you can get it a bit more accurate, at least with like, you know, Andrew's sort of physique and everything. But it's a damn good suit nonetheless. And then of course, you know, you got some damage on the back, so the detail on this one like goes pretty damn crazy. And you know, I'm here for it. I like battle damage suits. I'm a sucker for it, like especially if we've seen it in Miles Morales, like how damaged his suit gets. I hope that they go even crazier, because one of my favorite things was, especially, I mean, from the Raimi movies, I mean, it's like a staple, especially from his like final fight against Green Goblin. His suit got shredded, dude. It was insane. So hopefully we get to see more stuff like that. And if modders want to try and make some more suits like that, you know, that'd be pretty cool. But now we're going to go over the Spider-Verse suits, and I think this is really cool as well, because this is like, you know, probably what we're going to see like Andrew return, and what he'll probably look like in Across the Spider-Verse, or probably the sequel. But yeah, it's a cool suit, man. I really adored the details on this, because, you know, it's got all the bits and pieces from the first suit, obviously, but in the style of Spider-Verse, like duh. But it looks really nice, honestly. It works really well in this style. Like, it looks a bit stretched here and there, but you're not really going to be like zooming all the way in like I am. I'm just looking at some details. It looks nice. It pops, like all the stuff is, you know, drawn on. It doesn't really like pop out, and it doesn't have to, because it's a Spider-Verse suit. You know, you've even got the head shape there, and it's very, very nice, man. I got no complaints with this one. I mean, obviously that's why it's here, because I really like the suit. So yeah, and then in the same style, of course, we've got the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit, and man, this one translates even better. I mean, look at it. It's like it was made for this sort of Spider-Verse style. I mean, you know, they all look great now, but look at that. You've got the head shape there, Spider-Verse style. Logo looks nice. I really love like these little lines and things that you've got going on. It really cements the sort of animated style, and I'm just hoping that for future games they add way more cool suits, like, you know, that are sort of animated like from the 90s or from the 60s, because those are really cool. And if you want to see like a cartoon version of what I just did with, you know, Amazing Spider-Man, MCU, Raimi, you know, I will. And also don't forget to check those out if you haven't seen those already, but do that at the end of the video as well. So I also like, the other thing that I didn't really notice is if you look at the webs here, when they reflect from the sunlight, they're kind of reflecting gold. And that's kind of cool too. So there's a whole lot of details with this suit, and it works really damn well. And you know, the eyes are custom as well, Amazing Spider-Man 2 style, so they're much larger, and they've got that sort of like reflection, so it looks really, really nice. Again, no complaints with that. And then this, if you didn't know what this is, you're like, oh my god, this is Miles. Well, yeah, it's based in Miles' suit, but this is actually a concept for, I think it's either the first one or the second movie, I can't remember, but it was a concept for Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man suit, right? So, you know, you've got these giant reflective lenses, you've got that sort of Miles Spider. It would have been really weird, let me be real, if they went ahead with this, like with the Miles design for like the Amazing Spider-Man, that would have been really weird, man, because he just took Miles's design, gave it to Andrew, so I'm glad they didn't, because, you know, Miles should have his own distinct style, and you can always take Miles' style and sort of remix it for alternate versions if you really want. I mean, there's a ton of different alternate Miles Morales out there that look really damn cool. The back logo, like this, is actually really cool with the webs and everything. I do like that. It's like the spider is almost like climbing up his back, because you see it's like a bit larger. And also, I didn't notice this, but look at how all the webs form here, dude. Like as a central point on the back. That's kind of cool, but it's weird at the same time. But it's just like this bit here. So, I mean, it's an alright suit, honestly, but if it was, you know, Andrew's suit, it would have been weird. But as its own suit, like if you were to introduce Miles and give him like a variation of this in the Amazing Spider-Man universe. I think it'd be really cool, because maybe like a excuse me, like a good send-off for Andrew would be to just let him kind of retire and sort of get his life on track, because he lost so many people that he cared about, and he could just mentor Miles. But I feel like that Andrew would, like him, he feels like he'd probably have a lot to atone for, so he'd probably keep going. So, and then of course, how could I not include this? This is the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit, one of the best ones that I've seen. You gotta include this. I mean, if I'm doing like the Amazing Spider-Man suits, you know, you gotta add this one. The eyes are just immaculate. All the details, like when you zoom in all the way here, you see like all these like little kind of rectangle things connecting. Like that's how detailed the suit is, man. So a lot of time and effort goes into this. The logo pops out. It's looking nice. You've got all these little hexagon details here. They're looking good. Raised webbing's always nice. You've got the custom web shooters as well there. He's kind of thick, you know, like like he is in the movie, so that all stayed the same. You know what I'm saying? No, but for real though, like they've even gotten the shape of this, like the whole physique of Andrew Garfield there. So that's really damn cool. And it's one of my favorite suits of all time, 100%. And yeah, that's really all the suits that, you know, I've had here. If you want to see more, let me know if you've got any ideas of suits that you want to see. I can do standalone suits, but I really enjoy the format of sort of just taking a bunch of different suits and just showcasing them at once, especially for this one. This one was really fun. But again, let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I truly appreciate all the support. Check out one of my other videos. You know, we've got the MCU suits and the Raimi suits. So pick your poison and go from there. Thank you so much. Have yourselves an absolutely wonderful day. Take care. Peace.